school, right? What grade y'all going to? You going to 11? 9? All right, let me see something.
All right, map right there in the front.
Now, I want you to come here. You too, you. Show me the country of black. Nope. Show me the country of black. Yeah, down there. Show me the country of black. I can save y'all a little time. It ain't there. Right. There's no country called black. Right.
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying now? So what nation of people do you come from? Now see, that's what I like to hear. What's your name? Michael? That's a strong name, bruh.
That's right.
That's a strong name. That's a strong name.
Right.
Now watch this. I'm gonna show you what nation of people y'all do come from. Now, go to Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna show y'all what nation of people y'all come from because y'all gotta know. Going to 9th grade, going to 11th grade, you know what they're gonna tell y'all? Yeah, black people were enslaved, but Lincoln freed the slaves, and now we all live in harmony, and we're all cool with each other. That's not the real story. Yeah, because they don't teach that. But we're going to teach y'all. Your people, your big brothers, we're going to teach y'all today. Deuteronomy 28. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God gave his voice. His voice is this Bible. Right? There's rules that we got to live by. A lot of people don't like to live by the rules that God gave us. Right? So he said, if you listen to my voice, read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said if we don't listen to him, he was going to put curses on us as a people. Right? Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Don't say, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? A curse is not a blessing. A curse is the opposite of a blessing. A curse is a bad thing. It's something that happens that's evil to you. I'm going to give you some examples. Exactly. Read on.
Curse shall thou be in a city.
But watch this. How you going to lift the curse on our whole people? Understanding what?
Whatever you have to understand.
Nope. I'm about to give you direct answers on what to understand. I'm showing you why the curse is even on us in the first place. In order to lift it, you got to know why it was put on you. Read.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
Read it again.
Curse shall thou be in the city.
If you want to find black people in anywhere in the world, do you go to the suburbs? Or do you go to the ghetto?
Are you in Texas or are you in New Orleans?
Anywhere. I'd have been all through Texas. I'd have been all through New Orleans. Whenever I want to find my people, I go to the hood.
That's right.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a bad thing. Our people as a whole don't make up the suburbs. That's why there's something called gentrification.
That's right.
Gentrification, you know what it is, right? Gentrification is when you get moved out of your neighborhood, the property value gets lowered, the rent gets raised, other people come in and take over the neighborhood, and then they move in.
Right.
Yeah, because we refuse to listen to God's laws.
That's right.
That's why.
That's right.
We didn't want to do what he said to do. So then he told us we was going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field. That's why we was the ones that worked the sugarcane field, the cotton field, the banana field, the avocado plants, the tomato fields. We worked all of them for no money.
See?
They got a 400-year head start financially on us. And then say, oh yeah, now we're equal. Says who? According to what? Equal to what? Read on.
Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
Read.
Curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
Basket and store. That goes into economics. You ever heard of Wendell Pierce? You ever heard of Wendell Pierce? A man named Wendell Pierce, he used to go to St. Aug. He's an actor, a very famous actor. Across the river on the West Bank, right off of Lapalco, on the West Bank, yeah, The Wire. The Wire, remember Bunk from The Wire? He really from New Orleans. He opened up a grocery store in 2014. In 2014. It was shut down in 2015. Yes. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. He tried and was blocked. I keep tabs on everything real estate in New Orleans. He's not in charge of a grocery store that he started in 2014. That's not there. If it is, what's the address?
Alibi.
Sis, I know you want to try to prove that you're smarter than me, and it's okay. It's all right. I understand. But you're not. Just listen. Yes, you are. I'm showing you facts, and you're like, it's alibi over there. No, it's not. No, it's not. Our people don't own nothing in New Orleans.
Right.
You know what we claim we own? We claim we own the hood that's owned by the housing project. We don't own nothing. We don't have nothing. We don't have no economics. We open up a sole proprietorship and we think we a boss. We're not. Soon as taxes hit, your ass up the creek. Because you didn't file taxes right, you didn't know what to do, and you still got to pay taxes on the business that you own. That's not freedom. That's not economics. Read verse 29.
Verse 29.
No, it's not. It's not freedom when you got to pay taxes.
Or were you work for it? Did you build it?
Do you know a lot about business? Because I started a few companies. All you need is an EIN number. That's free to get. All you gotta do is go online and go to the IRS website and get an EIN. There's no work involved. A lot of these sisters, they get low startup cost jobs. A lot of these brothers, a lot of the brothers work harder than a lot of the sisters with LLCs. Because guess what? The brothers, you know what we do? Painting, landscaping, plumbing, electrician. We're the ones that actually do that. But guess what? That's hard manual labor. As gods on the earth, are we supposed to, were we relegated to just hard manual labor in a land that's not ours? In a land that our people were enslaved in? Is that what we subject to? No, that's not. Verse 29.
Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind grope in darkness.
So grope mean to feel your way. We've been trying to feel our way with Christianity, with Islam,
right,
with Mormonism, with the Baptist religion, with Freemasonry, with sports. We've been trying to do it with Egyptology.
Right.
We've been trying to find our way all kind of ways. Read.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
That's why, guess what? Africa, Bambaataa, and the Zulu Nation, what happened to them? Torn down. Black Panthers, what happened to them? Torn down. The Brown Berets, what happened to them? Torn down. All of the black movements in this country, torn down. Malcolm X said, by any means necessary, let's get it. And what happened to him? He got shot up. Martin Luther King said, I want to just be peaceful. I just want you to act civil towards me. Just be civil. Have you ever thought about that? They fought for civil rights.
Right.
Civil. Just be nice. And guess what? He got shot. Just to asking them to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Or you gotta go buy something? Because listen, you said you was afflicted, right? I gotta show you why you afflicted. You gotta start keeping the commandments of God. I'm gonna show you one. 1 Corinthians 11. Oh, okay, all right.
I told them, I was like, I'm saying, y'all got my time right now. How long y'all gonna be out there?
Shoot, I don't know. The heat of the day, it come and it go. So we don't know how long we're gonna be, but you got a flyer? Somebody gave him a flyer?
Yeah, I got one.
We got a school, we got a phone number.
How many times, I want all that. How many times y'all come out?
Well, we used to come out every day, but then the city got dead. But we normally be out here every Saturday. Every Saturday. And we be all over the city too, so we don't just go to one spot, stay there, you know what I'm saying? We be all over the city. So you'll catch us. You'll see us. But watch this. Give me verse 68. I'm going to show you something right before you leave. 68.
Deuteronomy 28?
Yeah, 28,
Right.
68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, as a whole, the children of Israel never went into Egypt again. They didn't. Some of them went back into Egypt because they trusted in Egypt. But as a whole, we never went back into Egypt. And when we did go back, there wasn't no need for a ship because you could walk over there. So what does Egypt mean? What was they in Egypt? They were slaves in Egypt. Now watch this. Read Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What did they call Egypt just now? The house of bondage. The word Egypt, literally, Egyptos, means to bind. That's what it means, a Latin word. Because the original name of that land was not Egypt. It was Mizraim. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So he says he's going to bring us into Egypt or bondage again.
Again, with ships.
Who this happened to? Right here. This whole slave trade, who that happened to? Yeah, but guess what? Did it happen to us? So what does that make us? If it was prophesied to happen to the children of Israel and that happened to our ancestors, what does that make us? That makes us the children of Israel. That's who we are. That's why you can ask everybody out here, what's my nationality? You'll get 5 different answers.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
Or you're black, or you're African American, or you're an indigenous person. You're African. That ain't even the name of that continent, Africa. You know what I'm saying? That name was changed. Nobody here can tell a black man what his nationality is. You can ask a Caucasian, where's your family from? Or they're from Ireland, or they're from Greenland, or they're from Denmark, or they're from Europe. My people are from France. My people are from Italy.
Teach.
We're part of the Spaniards that came over here in the early 1400s. Oh, we're part of the Italians, the Dagos, that came over here during the 15 and 1600s. Oh, we're part of the Irish that came over here on potato boats and worked for 7 years, and after that was given the NYPD and the New York Fire Department. They can tell you exactly where they come from. And if they can't, all they got to do is a little research. We can't go past our grandpa sometime, can we? Can we? That's all we know. Because during slavery, Deuteronomy 28, verse 32.
Verse 30.
Matter of fact, stay on 68. Verse stay on 68. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So we was bought on slavery with ships, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there,
when you get off those ships,
ye shall be sold.
You're going to be sold
unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies.
For bondmen.
For slave man.
And bondwoman.
And slave woman. And guess what? They were bought and sold. There's records, ledgers. They are bought and sold. We were bought and sold. And you think we was bought and sold to the same people? No, they would take your kids, they would sell them to somebody in Virginia. Your child will grow up and have kids, they would sell them to somebody in North Carolina. They will grow up and have kids, they will sell them to somebody in Texas. That's why black people can't go past their fathers or their grandfathers a lot when it comes to family history. All that stuff was a curse put upon us. Why? Because we didn't keep God's commandments.
Right.
That's all we had to do. You celebrate Christmas? Why? It's a holiday. Who made it a holiday? Really? Watch this. Nope. Jeremiah 10.
Jeremiah.
Watch this. Watch this. We're going to show you. We're going to show you. If Jesus Christ was born around December 25th, tell me, why does the Bible say this?
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
He said, learn not, meaning don't learn the way of the heathen, meaning the other nations. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't look at the stars, the moon, the sun, because they all worship that. That's why Egypt, they worship Ra, the sun god, Isis, the moon god. They worship the cattle. They worship the plants, the trees, all that stuff. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The heathens, meaning the other nations, they worship that stuff. Taurus and Capricorn and Pisces, they worship all of that stuff. Read.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The custom of God's people, or those nations, are vain, meaning they're lies. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
They cut a tree out of the forest. Read.
The work of the hands of the workmen with an axe.
They cut the tree out the forest with an axe. Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it with silver and gold. Don't they say deck the halls with bells of holly? Ba la 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 la. They decorate the tree with silver and gold. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
They put it down. Nowadays they got a tree stand. They nailed it down back then. What is this describing? No. A tree that they cut out the forest and decorate with silver and gold and put down there? That's not God. That's a Christmas tree.
Right.
That's in the Old Testament. This is hundreds of years before Christ even was born.
Right.
So what Jesus Christ got to do with Christmas? They would celebrate Christmas way before he was born. It had nothing to do with Christ. Still has nothing to do with Christ. And Christ wasn't born around Christmas. He was born around Passover. But who taught him? Who taught him? Job 9:24. Who taught him? Who taught this world all of what they think they know? What people? What people? Because at a point in time, we wasn't able to read and write. And all of these teachings was around before we was even able to read and write.
That's right.
So who taught them? Who taught them? Caucasians.
That's right.
They taught them. And they reaped the benefits of what they taught them.
Right, bro.
Read that.
Job chapter 9 verse 24.
Bring it
The
up.
earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's why there's constant war, fighting going on. Black people ain't got no military that we invading other countries with. Black people don't do that. Hispanic people don't do that. Native Indian people don't do that. We don't have no battleships. We ain't got no army, no military. White people do though. They drop bombs on every country they feel like dropping bombs on. When Ukraine was invaded by Russia, that same day the U.S. dropped bombs on Somalia, Africa. But nobody talked about that. Nobody talked about that. But they made plain as day, Russia got invaded by Ukraine. We need to do something about that. Meanwhile, they bombing our brothers and sisters over there in Somalia. Read.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
You want to know what it mean by they cover the faces of the judges? They turned this man here into this man here. And will tell you the color of Christ don't matter. It doesn't matter what color Jesus is. Then why did they change it?
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.